Okay, so welcome back everyone. And first of all, massive thanks for checking out my channel. If you are subbed, thank you so much. I'm over 150. And I know for some people that's nothing at all, but for me that's a really big deal. So I want to say thanks to everyone for subbing and watching my videos. Even if you're not subbed, if you want to sub, feel free. If not, just keep checking out the videos. And I'm gonna say, I know the videos are not the best quality ever, but like I said, I'm new to it and I do need time to get into it, and also need time to buy the right equipment to improve my video making skills. So like when it comes to planes, part of me would like to buy a dedicated camera just to shoot planes, but I'm not going to. It's way too expensive. I can't really justify it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a good phone, and that's going to be for my driving, and that's also going to be for shooting planes. So hopefully it's going to be better than what I'm using now, because what I'm using now is the Poco X3 NFC, which is actually 4 years old, I believe, and the Poco F5. And about the Poco F5, it does shoot in 4K. The NFC does shoot in 4K also, but it's limited to 7 minutes. The F5 is not limited. When you're shooting still, it's really, really nice quality, but the moment you start moving and it get a little bit shaky, it's not really that nice anymore in 4K, because 4K is not stabilized. So that's why most times I stick to the wide angle, and the quality of the wide angle is also not really good. The color representation and just the camera in general is not really good. So I promised I would get myself a new camera or a new phone, and that's what I'm looking into today. I went to town earlier today, and I'm going to show you a video. After that, I did like hands-on in the store, so I'm going to show it to you at the end. So the phones I'm looking at is the Pixel 9, the regular version, 256 gig version, and a Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. And the reason I'm actually looking at a Plus and not the regular version is because it's 512 GB, and yes, the Google is 256, and that's why I'm actually leaning more towards the Samsung. And that's because I work full-time. In general, 256 gig should be enough, but I work full-time, and sometimes I make a lot of videos, and especially the driving videos, they're really long, and I don't always have time to upload it or edit it or transfer it. So I just leave it on the phone, and if I make like a few of those videos, and especially now I'm going to be shooting in 4K, because that's actually the only reason why I'm getting the next phone, because this phone that I'm using now, it is good enough for daily stuff, but it's just the video quality is not that great. So that's actually the reason why I'm going to upgrade. So like I said, I don't always have time to offload the videos, and when I make like 5 long videos and the phone is going to be full, I do run into that problem now from time to time, and then the phone is going to lag. It might even shut down. So that's the same problem I'm expecting with the Google Pixel 9, unless I can push myself to offload the videos even faster. I don't use cloud storage, so even if I can't edit the video, what I could do is maybe I could just transfer it via OTG and just store it somewhere until I get time to work on it. But to me, having 512 is just easier, so I could just leave everything on the phone and it's in the right order, and then when I have time I could work on it. Because also when I edit the videos, you also need a lot of space to edit the video. So maybe if the video is really long, sometimes I will have like 50 gigs free, but because the video is so long, it's going to need more space for me to edit it. So sometimes it's saying you need to erase stuff to create more space to edit that one video, even though the video is not going to be 50 gig, but because it's going to store small pieces and then it's going to make it into one long video, then that's the problem actually. So that's actually the reason why I'm leaning more towards the Samsung. Of course, it is a bit more expensive. So if I do go with the 256 version, that's a little bit cheaper. Of course, I'm not going to be paying for it cash. I am going to do it on contract, so I'm just going to pay for it monthly. I will have to pay more, but I think that's the right way to go. It's really difficult to justify buying a really expensive one. I think if I need the greatest camera right now, me being an Android user, then it would be the S24 Ultra. But as you could see in my hands on, that phone is just so massive. I can't really work with those kinds of phones. Strangely enough, when I got my X3 NFC, which is 6.7 inch, I couldn't get used to it. It was so massive. And today when I picked up the Pixel 9 6.0 inches, I was like, this thing is so tiny. I was like, I can't see myself using this phone. It's just so small. But I know if I use it for like a day or two, and then I would go back to what I'm used to now, I'd be like, oh, this thing is so massive, I can't get used to it. So it's really small. It doesn't sound that small, 6.3 inch to 6.7 inch, but it just feels so small. And I also tried the Pixel 8 Pro, which is also a big phone, and I love the way it feels, you know, with the rounded edges and everything. It feels so nice. I prefer phones with rounded edges. I don't like those flat sides. Everybody said they're trying to imitate iPhones or whatever. I don't know. Never had an iPhone before, so I don't know what it's like. But I prefer rounded edges. So even if the phone is much larger, if it's kind of round off a bit, it does feel smaller. So I just prefer that. So at least you know what I'm doing. I mean, I did promise I would improve my quality, and that's what I'm working on. So at least you know. But the videos that are coming up now, those were shot on the Poco X3 NFC and the Poco F5. So even if I buy the phone today or tomorrow, it will be a while before you're gonna see those videos. What I will do is I will go back and look at those videos, and if some of them are so bad and so shaky, I'm just gonna get rid of it, and I'm gonna write down where it was filmed, and then I'm gonna refilm it on a good phone. And so that's what's happening. So like I said again, thank you so much for checking out my video, and thanks so much for the support. You know, a like would be great when you watch your videos. A comment would be great also. And maybe you don't like the video, but you don't dislike it, and I really appreciate that. It's really easy to hit the dislike button, but you don't do that, so I really appreciate it also. And thanks for all the feedback. You know, people comment and say, okay, maybe you need to work on this, you need to work on that. Feedback is welcome. I'm open to it. Like, the only thing I say is if we could keep it in a respectful manner, and everyone is really respectful, so I really appreciate that, because I see things on the internet sometimes, and that's also one of the reasons I was afraid to come on the internet, because man, I see things on the internet sometimes like, wow. It's difficult to believe people could talk to people that way, and people just get angry and triggered so easily. Like, sometimes I'm reading a comment and someone just say, I disagree, and then it's just like, you this, and your mom this, and your mom that. I'm like, they go like from like 0 to 1,000,000 in a split second. I'm like, wow, that could happen to me also. So it was scary coming on YouTube, but fear shouldn't keep us from doing what we want to do. So that's why I'm doing what I want to do. And I'm not the best at it. I'm not a professional, but I don't need to be a professional also. Yeah, so many pros. If you want to see movie-like videos, you know which channels to go and watch. And sometimes I just like to watch what I call normal people, just making normal videos. So, you know, sometimes that's why I even leave the mistakes in it or whatever. I'm just human. Life is not perfect. Why should I try to be perfect? And when I got my little review channel, my amateur review channel, and I say it's about the information. Okay, presentation is important, but it's about the information. I could look at a video and I could look past all of the backgrounds, the fake studio. That's why, in my opinion, I'm going off on a rant because if someone is going to create a fake studio, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what else is fake. Catch my drift? I prefer if people say genuine, but I know some people really want that and they want to see those nice looking studio, whatever. For me, it's about information. If the information is right, if it's genuine, I appreciate it more. I don't care if you sit in your living room on a couch. If the information is good, the information is good. But it's just my way of looking at things. Everybody's different. I always say, if I want good entertainment, then I'll go to the movies. I'll watch Netflix. If I want good information, then I'm gonna watch a review. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that way. Anyway, I'm gonna do a live stream one day, but I still need to build up the nerves. But I'm working on it. I want to do it within a few weeks. And like I was saying, I do have my amateur review channel, so you go and check it out, Lance-planes&more. And there you go, see my amateur reviews. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna add the video I made earlier today in town, and talking about town, there's a video on this channel that I made of Amersfoort City on my bicycle. It's a really good video. It was shot on an older phone, Samsung Galaxy S8. I put a lot of effort into the video and I'm really proud of it because I also did some research. I love the city, I love the culture, I love the history. So I'm going to leave a link if you want to go and give that video a watch. Please do, because I put so much time and effort into it and I'm really, really, really proud of that video. Alright, thanks again. Beautiful people for watching. It's a Saturday, so I'm gonna wish you all a wonderful weekend, and if you're seeing this another time, have yourself a wonderful day. And check out the video coming up tomorrow. It's a nice video. I'm gonna say now the focus was not locked, so it is kind of hunting a little bit now and again. Sorry for that. I'm still learning. So if you look at my channel, it's gonna say 9 years active. Okay, I uploaded my first video like 9 years ago, but I wasn't really busy with the channel. It's only since the last year I'm really trying to grow and looking for subscribers. Before that, I wasn't really active with the channel, so it's not like I'm doing YouTube for 9 years, so I should know everything. It's not that way, so at least you know what's going on. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys around. Take care. So it's the Google Pixel 9, and that's a 9 Pro XL. And I just looked at the Pixel 8 Pro. Alright, let's go to the next side and check out the S24. So that's the regular S24, which in my opinion is a little bit too small. And that's the S24 Plus, which is kind of big. I wish it was like a 6.6 inch phone, but it does have 256 storage. And that's an ultra massive, way too big for me. And I said I don't like these corners, kind of dig into your palm, but nah.
Dan hebben we hier het contract. Daarboven staan de gegevens, dat zijn naam en adresgegevens. Nultjes erbij van €17,5. Standaardkorting €2,50. Plus korting wat jullie thuis gaan innemen.
Ultra HD, 60, 130. Nice.
Er wordt afgeschreven door de Ja? Mag ik een handtekening plaatsen?
En flip, bom 9 to flip. and I'm not into fold. Oh, Jet is in. Yep, that's a fold, Jada. And this is a flip, check.
Maar kan dit ook als scherm?
Yeah, it's a screen too. See, Jada getting into phones also. It's a screen, outside screen. Okay, so tune in to find out which phone it's gonna be in the coming days or weeks. Okay, see you soon.